Yeah, this is my first trip to Europe and first time to Austria, and been here 5 days about, and we've seen all kinds of sights, and everything's green and beautiful and clean, and really been enjoying the trip so far. A lot of times people say that there's a difference between Western and English riding, and I would agree. There is a difference between Western and English riding, but there isn't a difference between the horsemanship. Horsemanship is horsemanship because it involves horses and humans, man and horses. So when it comes to horsemanship, which is what I'm interested in and will always be interested in, it doesn't matter what kind of saddle is on the horse, it doesn't matter what kind of clothes you wear, it doesn't matter what kind of hat you have on your head. Horsemanship is still horsemanship because you're dealing with horses and with humans. And so the more I know and the more skills that I have, the better my horse will be. My horse is an absolute mirror of what I know. The start isn't something, we say. It's not something, it's everything. You can literally take a horse and do a messed up job, and now nobody can handle him and he gets sold for meat. And that exact same horse started differently would be a superstar. So there's so many horses that are thrown out because of how they've been handled. Again, that's our responsibility to educate ourselves enough to know what are we supposed to be doing. Don't just keep blaming the horse. There's nothing more important to a horse than feel and timing, and your feel and timing is not going to be any good unless your knowledge of horses is good. You have to understand what the why behind things in order to have the proper feel and timing for that situation. And there's nothing a horse likes better than that. It makes him comfortable, it makes him confident, makes him smarter. The horse has to be willing and soft, and the goal is that the horse understands what we're doing, that we can get our horses respectful and we can build his confidence. And then same thing with the people. The people have to understand how to respect the horse. There's lots of ways to disrespect the horse accidentally. So we're trying to figure out, having hands that close quickly, that's disrespecting of a horse. You might not realize that. You don't even realize your hands did close quickly. People love to pull on horses. That's disrespectful to a horse. So all those things we're born with all these traits, and all of us. No matter where I go in the world, and no matter who comes to me from anywhere in the world, we all got these same things. We like to think we're great individuals, and I guess we are individuals in some ways, but there's certain things that we're all born with that get in the way of good horsemanship. So a good program, this is what I'm trying to teach, and what I'm continually trying to get better at myself, is to get rid of these non-serving traits that would hold me back, and it holds my horsemanship back, and it holds me back from helping a lot of horses and really developing horses. I believe that most horses, most people are getting maybe 5% to 10% of what their horse is capable of. 5 to 10%. So they're missing 90 to 95% everywhere I go. It's unbelievable how much we're leaving on the table. Like the horses are so talented. There's so much, even the most unathletic, worst horse you could ever buy, there's so much stuff that you have not even touched on that horse. It's incredible. The more we know, the more we will bring out. There's a good horse around every tree if you know enough. There's 4 savvies in what I consider horsemanship. 2 are on the ground. Liberty, what I call liberty, and the other one's online. Liberty is when the horse is loose. So if I was to go out into a pasture to catch horses, they're at liberty because there's no ropes on them. As soon as I put a click of rope on them, then that's online. And so I need to be good at both of those. That's my ground stuff, and I got to be able to do all these things, and I got to be able to control his feet and have a horse that's calm and relaxed and thinking, that I could ask a lot of him and he's fine with it. You're using your groundwork and your riding, but you'd use both of them to develop the horse mentally, emotionally, and physically. You don't just physically ride around a horse and play him out. You don't chase him around a round pen until he's played out. You're not trying to play your horse out. You're trying to develop him mentally and emotionally and physically. If we own a horse, if we're even going to lease somebody's horses, it is our job and our responsibility, I believe, to develop that horse and make the horse better because of us, not worse. And a horseman possesses a high level of each one of those 4 savvies. You can't just be in the saddle, you can't just be on the ground. What I would consider a horseman anyways, you can't just be, I'm really good in the saddle, but I can't even lead my horse. I can't load him, but I'm really great in the saddle. Okay, so you might have 1/4 of a full. I believe to be a horseman, you need to be, your liberty has to be at a high deal. Your online has to be high. Your freestyle riding, where you ride on a loose rein or nothing on the horse's head at all. And then you're riding with contact. All 4 of those areas have to be developed. You need to learn all those 4 areas, and your horse needs to learn with you as you go along. When you're truly trying to do what I'm trying to explain here, it changes who you are for the better. And I believe that if all of society had to do it, like I said, even if you're not going to have a horse, I think that we'd have a better society. I really think we'd understand things from a whole deeper level and deeper understanding, and I think the world would be a better place.